A very good evening. Welcome to Prime TV News with me on Friday, the 12th of April. I'm Iftia Abdul Kader. A look at your headlines first. The President calls on the people to plant a sapling at the dawn of the new year for environmental conservation. The country is geared to celebrate the new year. 245 drunk drivers have been arrested within 24 hours. World Bank provides $125 million to empower the farmers. And on news overseas, Pope Francis kisses feet of rival South Sudan leaders, appealing them to respect the armistice they signed. In your local news this evening, President Maithripala Sirisena has said that the responsibility of every citizen of the country is to contribute towards environmental conservation by planting a sapling at the dawn of the Sinhala and Tamil New Year. The President made this appeal, expressing views at the concluding function of the Rata Venuen Ekata Sitimu Stand Together for the Country national program. This was the second program of Rata Venuen Ekata Sitimu Stand Together for the Country national program implemented by the Presidential Task Force. It was held centering the Batikalo district and commenced on the 8th of this month. Programs were operative within the 14 divisional secretariat divisions of the district. Noteworthy was the participation of a large public gathering in these programs. The concluding ceremony was held under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. Many programs were also launched today. 5,000 coconut seedlings and 5,000 cashew plants were distributed in addition to the handing over of loans for self-employment for selected families, and the handing over of housing assistance to war heroes also took place. Other programs included the handing over of school gear under the Sustainable School Development Program, the granting over of farmers' pensions, the provision of financial assistance to places of religious worship, the granting of utensils for hospital development, the provision of drinking and sanitary facilities. On the sidelines of these events, 2 children who were under probation care under the National Program of Protecting Children were handed over to their parents. Expressing views on this occasion, President Maithripala Sirisena said that it has already been identified that illegal drugs were smuggled into the country on a large scale from the eastern province. The President said that he solicited the support of the people to further strengthen the raids carried out to overcome this situation. Minister Gayantha Karunatilaka and Eastern Governor ALM Hizbullah also expressed their views on this occasion. Meanwhile, the President opened the Batikalo District Centre of the Smart Sri Lanka Vocational Guidance Network that opens the future doors to the youth. After unveiling the plaque, the President inspected the centre. Many national development projects and national development programs implemented by various ministries as well as social welfare programs were implemented within the Batikalo district during the last 5 days in collaboration with the President's office. The entire country is geared to celebrate the Sinhala and Tamil New Year, giving priority to traditions. Bathing for the old year should be done on April 13th, that is tomorrow. The bathing should be done anointing oil with gel made out of margosa leaf extracts. The New Year dawns at 2:09 p.m. on Sunday the 14th. The Punya Kalya is from 7:45 a.m. to 8:33 p.m. Nonagathaya, also known as the inauspicious time, will begin at 7:45 a.m. on Sunday the 14th of April and continues till 8:33 p.m. on the 14th of April. During this time, it is traditional to cease all forms of work and engage in religious observances. The auspicious time for the cooking of the first meal for the new year is at 2:42 p.m. on Sunday. The hearth should be lit, attired in red and yellow mixed clothes and facing the east. Starting work, transactions and consumption of meal should be done on Sunday the 14th of April at 3:54 p.m. attired in red and yellow mixed colors and facing the east. Anointing of oil begins on Wednesday the 17th April at 7:40 a.m. while dressed in green and facing east, while placing margosa leaves on your head and cologne leaves at your feet. Leaving for professional occupations begins on Thursday the 18th of April at 4:52 a.m. while dressed in green and consuming meals including milk rice and jaggery while facing east. Religious leaders have emphasized the importance of celebrating the dawn of the new year peacefully. The Dharma Shakti organization mentioned this holding a media conference in Colombo. President of the Dharma Shakti organization, the Venerable Madam Pagama Assajitera said that the new year dawns on Sunday. It is considered as Sri Lanka's New Year. Other than in the previous years, there was no aggravation in the clashes between the religions and communities last year. The prelate said that he wished to make a fervent appeal that action would be taken to provide facilities to all the people during the festive season. The registrar of the Sri Lanka Amarapura Mahasangha Sabha, the Venerable Palle Kande Ratanasara Anunayaka Thera said that the great responsibility of everyone is to exercise patience at a time when fulfilling our traditions. He called on everyone to be determined to conclude this festive season successfully. He wished a prosperous new year to all. Anunayaka of the Sri Lanka Methodist Council, Reverend Father Anura Pereira, called on specially all religious leaders, the people of the country, as well as the police and the political leadership to extend their support in the new year. Al-Hajj A.M.M. Firdaus Maulavi said they have a knowledge and it should be used to work in unity and peacefully, irrespective of caste, creed and other differences, and consider as to what good could be done to others. Vice President of the Northern Hindu Clergy Association, Swami P. Sivaloganathan, called on all Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim communities to live together during this new year without creating issues. On to a headline-making story. Operations to nab drunk drivers and those violating road regulations have been expanded. The police are implementing a special program in view of the security during the festive season. During the operations launched from 6 a.m. yesterday until 6 a.m. today, covering the entire island, the police have succeeded in apprehending 245 drunk drivers. Action has been taken to prosecute 10,171 drivers who had breached road regulations during this period. Meanwhile, Deputy Inspector General of Police Ajit Rohana said that 8,000 police officers have been deployed on behalf of the security of the people during this festive season. Special transport services are operative this year too, in view of catering to the needs of the people leaving for their hometowns for the new year. The Transport Ministry said that additional buses and trains are operative to cater to the needs of the people leaving for their hometowns for the new year. The Transport Ministry has added a fleet of additional buses for operation in view of the festive season. The 2,200 trips daily operating from the Bastian Mawata bus terminal has been increased to 2,800. Buses are continuously operating on expressways. The National Transport Commission said that bus services on expressways are also operating from Colombo, Makumbura, Kadawata, Kaduwela and Panadura. The Southern Expressway Operations and Maintenance Division said that a special program has been unveiled to minimize the vehicle congestion at interchanges on expressways. Meanwhile, the Railways Department said that special trains are also operative for the new year. 25 special trains are operating for the convenience of the people leaving for their hometowns. Steps have been taken to add compartments to the trains that are already operating at usual times. You're watching Prime TV News, and still on New Year related news. New Year festivals are already in progress in various parts of the island in view of the traditional New Year. The Army Bakmaha Festival was held at the Panagoda Army Headquarters Engineering Regimental Grounds. The festival included many traditional sports events. Commander of the Army, Lieutenant General Mahesh Senanayaka, was the chief guest at the event. A large gathering, including senior officials of the Army, joined in the occasion. The staff of the Registrar General's Department organized a New Year festival. The staff of the Registrar General's Department, including officials as well as officials of the state institutions in the environs, participated. Many traditional sports events were worked out. Another New Year festival was held in the Kindelpitia area in Bandaragama. This Bakmaha festival, which comprised many traditional sports events, was held throughout yesterday with the support of private institutions. A New Year festival was also held at the Matale Municipal Council grounds. The festival held with the participation of toddlers. A large gathering, including the parents of the toddlers, joined in the occasion. The International Development Agency of the World Bank has expressed willingness to provide Sri Lanka a loan of $125 million to improve climate resilience and agriculture productivity for small farmers and support priority infrastructure through public-private partnerships. Hartwig Schaefer, World Bank Vice President for the South Asia region, and Dr. R.H.S. Samaratunga, Secretary, Ministry of Finance, signed the agreement on behalf of the World Bank and the Government of Sri Lanka, respectively. The signing took place during the World Bank Group and IMF Spring Meetings 2019 in Washington. The new project will improve the resilience and productivity of agriculture for more than 470,000 small farmers in 6 provinces in the dry zone of the country, and a $25 million loan for the framework development and infrastructure financing to support public-private partnership project, which will help the government of Sri Lanka to develop a platform to attract and sustain investments required to fulfill its future development priorities. The Climate Smart Irrigated Agriculture Project will be implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture, Rural Economic Affairs, Livestock Development, Irrigation and Fisheries, and Aquatic Resources, along with the 6 provincial councils participating in the project. The key principle of the framework development and infrastructure financing to support public-private partnerships project is to encourage the private sector to invest in priority projects selected through competitive procurement processes to ensure value for money. The project will be implemented by the Ministry of Finance and Mass Media together with the National Agency for Public-Private Partnership. All arrangements are being finalized for the holding of the country's mega Bakmaha festival, Surya Mangalyaya, organized by the Independent Television Media Network.
නව අවුරුදු අසිරියෙන් හැඩවෙන සූර්ය මංගල්‍යය 2019.
This year's New Year festival is being organized at the Siambalan Kotua Tank Bund at the Andigama Devala Junction in Anamadua. An open cycle race, swimming, boat races will be special events that will take place. Men's and women's cross-country races will be held during the Surya Mangalyaya festival. Special attention will be focused on the New Year sports and fulfilling of New Year traditions. It also includes several dancing events. Our production team said that not only the residents of Anamadua, but also many people from other parts of the country will be joining in the ITN Surya Mangalyaya program. The selection of the ITN Surya Mangalyaya Kumara and Kumariya is scheduled to take place the day after tomorrow. Arrangements have been made to telecast live all events that are to take place at the premises. The oil anointing ceremony for the traditional New Year will be telecast live from the Jayawardenagama Subodharama Vihara on the 17th of this month. Meanwhile, the Kokila Vasantaya 2019 festival, organized by ITN FM for the traditional New Year, is scheduled to take place at the Singha Sports Grounds at Mailagas Handya in Anuradhapura on the 20th of this month.
නව අවුරුදු අසිරියෙන් හැඩවෙන සූරිය මංගල්‍යය 2019.
The Department of Government Printing, which was under the Defence Ministry, has been brought under the purview of the Ministry of Land and Parliamentary Reforms. The Gazette notification in this respect has been issued. Prime Business is up next. The Central Bank, with the support of the International Finance Corporation and the UNDP, has launched the Sustainable Finance Roadmap for the financial sector at the Sustainable Banking Network Global Meeting of the IFC in Washington. The roadmap aims to increase capital flows to activities with a positive impact on the environment, society and governance, and also manage the risks associated with these areas. The roadmap provides a broad direction to financial regulators and financial institutions to effectively manage ESG risks associated with projects they finance and help increase assistance to businesses that are greener, climate-friendly and socially inclusive. For more information, visit www.itnnews.lk. Many thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.